All right, Lynn, thank you. We have some decisions to make come November, from the candidates to the ballot questions that would change taxes and the state constitution to help you better understand them. Our senior political reporter, Steve Sebelius, is here to walk us through the first three. Steve, what can you tell us?
Yeah, J1, you're going to see 7 questions on your November ballot. Some are simple, but others are more complex. Starting today, I'll break them down for you. Let's start with question 1. This measure would take the Board of Regents, which oversees Nevada's colleges and universities, out of the state constitution and put it into state law. It would allow state lawmakers more control over the system. Right now, lawmakers say regents obstruct their efforts to oversee Nevada's universities. Regents say it's a power grab, and not even an original one. Voters very narrowly rejected the same initiative back in 2020 by just less than 4,000 votes out of more than 1 million cast. The legislature turned around, put it right back on this year's ballot. Now, question 2 is a measure to change the wording in the Nevada Constitution to use more modern language to describe people with disabilities. It would update language that was common in the 1800s, but seems out of place today. Now, that brings us to question 3. This is a big one. It would radically overhaul how Nevadans cast their votes for senators, members of Congress, constitutional officers, and the state legislature. First, it would allow all voters, no matter their political party, to vote in the primary. Right now, only registered Republicans or Democrats can vote in their party's respective primaries. Nonpartisans and third-party members, they're shut out. Second, it would send the top 5 vote-getters to the general election regardless of their party, meaning you could have 4 Democrats and 1 Republican, or 3 Republicans, a Democrat, and a Libertarian. In the general, voters would be asked to rank their favorites from 1 to 5. If no candidate got 50% when the initial votes are counted, the candidate with the least number of votes gets dropped, and that candidate's second choice votes are redistributed to the remaining 4 candidates. The votes are counted again, and the process repeats until somebody gets to 50%. Supporters say question 3 will make politics better because it will force candidates to broaden their appeal to all voters, not just members of the party's base. It'll also take power away from political parties, which is why both the Republican and Democratic parties in Nevada are against it. But opponents say it'll be confusing to voters, and if you vote for a candidate who ends up getting dropped, well, your vote might not count at all. Now, question 3 passed in 2022 by a margin of 53 to 47%. If it passes again this year, it'll become law and go into effect starting with the primary election of 2026. Now, tune in tomorrow. I'll tackle questions 4 through 7.